Do you know what your cat actually does the moment you walk out the front door? You probably assume they just go back to sleep. Maybe eat a little. Maybe stare out the window. Most owners picture their cat lounging around the house without a care in the world. But here's what hidden cameras and behavioral researchers have revealed. The moment that door closes, something shifts. Your cat doesn't just go on with their day. They enter a state that most owners would never expect from an animal the world calls independent. And if you've ever come home to a cat who seems a little too happy to see you, a little too clingy or weirdly stationed right by the door, there's a reason. And it's not what you think. Let's go through what actually happens, stage by stage. And what your cat does right before you come home is something researchers are still trying to fully explain. The first 60 seconds are the hardest. What happens in the first minute after you leave? You'd expect your cat to barely notice. They didn't chase you to the door. They didn't whine. They were probably lying on the couch looking completely unbothered. But here's what most people don't realize. Your cat noticed everything about your exit before you even reached for your keys. Cats are extraordinary readers of micro-routines. The order you put your shoes on, the sound of a specific jacket zipper, the way your weight shifts when you stand up with the intention of leaving versus just getting a glass of water. Your cat has memorized all of it. They knew you were leaving minutes before you actually did. And that calm look on their face while you walked out? Behavioral researchers call that a masking response. Cats evolved to suppress visible signs of distress. In the wild, showing vulnerability attracts predators. So your cat learned over thousands of years to look fine even when they're not. Studies using hidden cameras show that within the first 30 to 60 seconds of the owner leaving, most bonded cats do one of three things. They walk to the door and sit. They move to a window facing the direction the owner left. Or they go to a spot that carries the owner's scent, like a worn shirt or an unmade bed, and lie on it. They're not relaxing, they're orienting. Every instinct is asking the same question. Where did my person go? They go to the place that smells like you. Have you ever come home and found your cat sleeping on your pillow, your laptop bag, or that one hoodie you left on the chair? You probably thought they just liked soft things. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat is self-medicating with your scent. Cats process the world through smell more than any other sense. And your scent, the specific combination of oils, pheromones, and bacteria on your skin, is one of the most emotionally significant stimuli in your cat's life. It's not just familiar, it's regulating. Research on feline attachment has shown that a cat exposed to their owner's scent shows measurably lower cortisol levels than a cat left in the same environment without it. Your smell literally calms their nervous system. This is why your cat lies on your side of the bed. This is why they curl up inside your open suitcase. This is why that old t-shirt you keep meaning to wash ends up covered in cat hair every single day. They're not being cute. They're holding on to you in the only way they can while you're gone. And hey, if this is already making you see your cat differently, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat people who actually want to understand what's happening when they're not watching. They patrol the house like they're on a mission. Ever set up a camera and watched the footage, expecting to see your cat sleeping for 8 hours straight? What you'd actually see might surprise you. Hidden camera studies on indoor cats show that when their owner is gone, most cats perform regular circuits of the home. They walk from room to room. They check windows. They pause at doorways. They sniff entry points. Then they loop back and do it all over again. This isn't boredom. This is territorial patrol behavior, and it ramps up significantly when the owner is absent. In the wild, when a bonded colony member leaves, the remaining cats increase their surveillance activity. They're not searching aimlessly. They're maintaining security while a member of the group is missing. Your cat is doing the exact same thing. But here's the part nobody talks about. The patrols aren't random loops. Researchers found that cats spend more time near the exits their owner used. They linger at the front door. They check the window that faces the driveway. They're not patrolling the house for threats. They're monitoring the route you left on, waiting for signs that you're coming back. They call for you when nobody can hear. What if your cat was meowing for you in an empty house and you had no idea it was happening? This is one of the most heartbreaking findings from hidden camera research. Many cats vocalize after their owner leaves. Not immediately. Usually after the first 15 to 20 minutes, once the initial orienting phase is over and the reality of the absence settles in. Remember, adult cats almost never meow at other cats. Meowing is a behavior they developed almost exclusively for communicating with humans. It's a sound they brought back from kittenhood, from the time when crying out meant their mother would come. So when your cat meows into an empty room, they're not just making noise, they're using the one tool they have to call you back. They're running the same program that once brought warmth, food, and safety. Except this time, nobody answers. Some cats do this once or twice and stop. Others do it intermittently for hours. And here's what makes it even more significant. The meows your cat uses when you're gone are often different from the ones they use when you're home. Researchers have described them as longer, lower-pitched, and more repetitive. In acoustic analysis, these patterns closely resemble distress calls. Your cat built a language that only works on you, and when you're not there to hear it, they use it anyway. They sit at the door and just wait. Have you ever come home and found your cat sitting right by the front door, staring at it like they'd been there for hours? You probably assumed they heard your car and ran over just in time. But here's the thing. Many of them were already there. Hidden cameras reveal something that catches almost every owner off guard. A significant number of bonded cats spend long stretches of the day sitting near the door their owner left through. Not sleeping beside it, not playing near it, sitting upright, facing it, and watching. This isn't random positioning. In feline behavior, this posture, sitting upright with ears forward and eyes fixed on a single point, is called vigilant resting. It's the state between relaxation and alertness. The cat is calm enough to sit still, but engaged enough to respond the instant something changes. They're not guarding the door from intruders. They're waiting for you, specifically, personally. The cat who the world says doesn't care whether you come or go is spending a portion of every single day watching the last place they saw you. Think about that for a second. And what happens when they finally hear your footsteps approaching? That's a whole other level, and it might be the most extraordinary part of this entire list. They change completely in the seconds before you return. What happens to your cat in the 30 seconds before you walk through the door? Most owners assume their cat hears the key in the lock and casually strolls over. But what hidden cameras show is far more dramatic than that. Cats often detect their owner's return long before the key turns. They hear your footsteps from down the hallway. They recognize the specific sound of your car engine from a street away. Some cats react to cues so subtle that researchers have struggled to identify what exactly triggered the response. The cat simply knows. In the moments before you arrive, hidden cameras capture a visible physical transformation. A cat who was lying down with half-closed eyes suddenly lifts their head. Their ears rotate forward. Their pupils dilate. They stand, stretch, and move toward the door with a pace that's noticeably different from their normal walk. It's faster, more purposeful. Some cats begin vocalizing before the door even opens. The Oregon State University attachment study from 2019 measured this exact transition. Cats with secure attachment to their owners showed a dramatic shift from stressed behavior to relaxed, exploratory behavior the moment their owner returned. Their entire nervous system reset in seconds, not gradually, instantly. You are not just someone who feeds them. You are the signal that tells every cell in their body that the world is safe again. They were never fine without you. Remember at the beginning, when I said what your cat does right before you come home is something researchers are still trying to fully explain? Here's what I was talking about. There are documented cases of cats reacting to their owner's return before any identifiable sensory cue was present. No car sound, no footsteps, no keys. The owner was still minutes away, and the cat was already at the door. Some researchers attribute this to a finely tuned internal clock. Cats who experience the same routine daily may develop a precise sense of timing. Others suggest cats detect environmental patterns too subtle for instruments to measure. A shift in the soundscape of the street, a change in light, vibrations through the floor that are invisible to us. But regardless of the mechanism, the meaning is the same. Your cat tracks your absence, not passively, not indifferently, actively, constantly. They carry the shape of your routine inside them, and they count down to the moment you fill it again. The world has spent decades calling cats aloof, detached, self-sufficient. And your cat has spent every one of those days sitting by a door, listening for footsteps, and waiting for the one person who makes the silence stop. They were never fine without you. They were just quiet about it.